Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. Today is May the 8th, Monday, and I got some more NBA prize picks for y'all today. All right, so I haven't made a video since Friday, and it was for the Saturday games. Didn't get to drop a video on Sunday, but I did post some plays. A recap of how we did over the weekend. Let's see, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 1. 7 and 1. Two of these I don't think I posted because they weren't my top two, but here they are anyways. I posted all of these either in a video or on the channel in the community tab, except for Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic over fantasy score, because I just kind of dabbled in on those. I didn't really do too much digging, so I didn't want to jump the gun on anything I wasn't super confident in. But I mean, hey, they both hit for me. But the ones we gave out on the channel were Malcolm Brogdon over his 21 PRA, Devin Booker over his PR, LeBron under his points, Jordan Poole under his points, Mitchell Robinson under his rebounds. Those all cashed. The only one that did not was Jimmy Butler's over on his rebounds. So, not terrible. We went 5 and 1 as a group, and I was able to slip two more in there and go 7 and 1 over the weekend. So pretty good. We'll move on to today, though. Got a couple good games. It is game 4 for these teams. And guys, real quick, if y'all are new to PrizePicks, use this promo code right here down below. Get yourself signed up. Get that first deposit instantly matched up to $100. So for today's games, we are going to be taking a look at New York traveling over to Miami, and then we got Golden State traveling over to take on the Lakers. So we'll start with the Knicks. All right, so this one is going to be, we're going to take a look at Mr. Brunson, and it's going to be his rebounds right here. We're going to take a look at over 4 rebounds. I wish this was at 3.5. I bet it was, or if it was early this morning, but right now it's at 4. I like the push. As you can see, he either pushes or better his last 5, of course, but the last 3 are this series, right? So against Miami is just these last 3. He hasn't gone below 5 against Miami. So I do like that this one game that's tacked on here at the end of the last series is still here because it's keeping this line down a little for us. But shoot, against Miami, the lowest he's put up is 5. So, I like the spot for him. I think there's just a nice, safe spot. And like I said, even if he does worse, you're still looking at a push. So I like the spot right here for Jalen Brunson. Give me the over on him right there. It's going to be pick number 1. And for the also another one on this one that I really like because quickly should be out. You could go Josh Hart, should see a minute bump. Honestly, you could go just about anything here. I think fantasy score and PR is what looks the best, or PRA. Any of those, I'll probably play one of those. I'll probably play fantasy score. So you should see a minute bump there for Josh Hart. So that's one you can look at. On the other side of the ball, take a look at Miami, and it's going to be Gabe Vincent. And it's going to be the over on his 4 assists. He pushes or better. And this last game was actually one of his worst games, not necessarily for assists, but just kind of all around. He just kind of, it was just rough. We'll take a look at 3-pointers made. You see, kind of drops off there. Points, terrible game. So I'm going to say he gets back on track and gets this back up above this 4 line. I think this is a safe spot. Now, like I said, keep in mind that both of these have a good chance to push. So maybe keep that in mind if you decide to pair these together. I like pairing mine by game, so I'll probably pair these together. But just keep that in mind with these heavy push potential. That it kind of sucks getting 2 pushes on the same slip because you don't cash what you should cash. So, but that's going to be the pick. I like Gabe Vincent on a bounce back game. Get those stats back up to where they used to be, and give me over 4 assists right there for Gabe Vincent. And then we hop over to the next game. Like I said, it's going to be Golden State traveling back to LA. Golden State is down a game, so LA leads 2-1. That is something we need to keep in mind heavy right here. So for Golden State, couple different things I think you could take here. I like Jordan Poole under His points, 12.5. This has been kind of coasting around like 14.5, I want to say, for the last couple games, but they got it down to 12.5. I cashed on this the last time they played. I wouldn't take his PRA or anything, the under on that, because he's bound to get some assists. But I think this is just going to stay kind of a safe spot until, like I said, this one-off right here where he puts up all that. And if his minutes are going down, right? So, like I said, the Warriors are down a game. Jordan Poole should not see a minute bump. There shouldn't be a time where he, like more than usual, that he's on the court by himself without Steph, without Clay, Andrew Wiggins, those guys. So we shouldn't, when the Warriors are heavy in the lead, you see Jordan Poole come in, or either that or they're getting blown out like last game. Jordan Poole comes in, kind of just finishes out the game for them. That shouldn't be the case right now because the Warriors are down a game. So Jordan Poole should not see a minute bump at all. If anything, less minutes, or just what he's typically been getting. And he's not going to be the one putting the ball in the hole. Shooting the ball, sure. Dude's been shooting kind of a lot. But I think this points is a safe spot. He's been shooting like shit. This series, his shooting percentages have been 46, 50, and then last game he shot 22%, only sunk 2 of 9 shots. So give me the under right here for Jordan Poole. Another thing I think you could do on this game is you could take the over on Curry's points. I think he goes off this game. I think he's pissed off from how it ended last time. He didn't look too happy. Don't blame him. I'm going to say over 30 points. It's been a while. I think he's due for a 30-point game. Hasn't had one this series. It's either going to be this game or the next game when they go back home. But I think he's getting pretty close to being due for a 30-point game. So that's going to be Jordan Poole, though, under points. And then for the Lakers, it's going to be another under here. It's going to be right down here. We're going to take a look at Austin Reeves. Under his either, you could go field goals made or field goals attempted. I don't mind either one. They don't have the stats up. So this series, if we look at field goals made, he's only made 2, 3, and 4. So he has yet to even push 5. Now, the reason this line is at 5 is because of the last series. So, take that for what it's worth. But right now, this series against Golden State, he has not made 5 shots in a game. Same here for field goals attempted. He has not attempted 12 shots in a game this series. It's just like that from their last series. This series, he has attempted 8, 11, and 9. So he does get close this one time with 11. But, I think the Lakers keep their foot on the gas. Austin Reeves has kind of not been doing as much as he was, like, let's say, early in the the Memphis series. Well, he was doing a little bit there, but here lately he just hasn't been doing that. So I think you can take the under on either one of these. I would probably go field goals attempted before field goals made, even though there's a little more of a cushion on field goals made because he hasn't even hooked this yet. Well, he's gotten 4. You could go either one. I don't mind. A couple other things you could look at here are, I guess the one I'll officially give, we'll just say field goals attempted. We'll go under 11.5 field goals attempted. Another thing you look at here, if you're into trends, you could look at Anthony Davis's fantasy score. This dude cannot be consistent to save his life. You see up and down, up and down, up and down. And you could, if you're into trends, you could expect him to have not so good of a game here. Another one that we cashed on that I may have been the only one to cash on because it looked like for the most part nobody really agreed with me. But I'm just going to go back to it. LeBron under his points. They've still got this line set super, super high for whatever reason. I guess PrizePicks is kind of on the same boat as everybody. They're just believing he's due for a big game, which the dude's been having good games. He just hasn't been scoring a ton of points. For him to go off, that doesn't mean he has to score 35 points. The points just haven't been there. They've been consistently in the 20s, but, just this line is just still so high. And, for what? Now, I think there's a better chance that he breaks this line as there was to maybe last game. Because, like I said, I think the Warriors put up way more of a fight If LeBron doesn't get pulled what he did last game, he does break this. If LeBron doesn't have a 0-point first quarter like he did in the last game, he does break this. So there's a good chance he does this time. I did cash on the under this last one, but that's something else you could take a look at. He's been, not really getting up to that 27. So, but anyways, those are some you can think about. I'm going to go Jalen Brunson over 4 rebounds, Gabe Vincent over 4 assists, Jordan Poole under 12.5 points, Austin Reeves under 11.5 field goals attempted. Guys, let me know what y'all got. Stick those locks down in the comment section and let me know. Slap a like on the video and sub to the channel if I'm helping you out at all. Let's cash, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later.